South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Virginia Tech Hokies, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Virginia Tech's offense will go on the attack first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays.
Breaks into the open. Inside the 30. Inside the touchdown, Hokies. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Clemson's offense has the ball for the first time. Ready to fire from the pistol. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Gets it past the marker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. This Tiger running game starting to show some juice, sort of a C.J. Spiller type of feel.
Yeah, and it doesn't always hit you early. It doesn't always hit you on the first possession, but I do think they've done a good job over the years, Clemson, with sticking with the run game, creating that balance, trying to get those first downs, and trying to create some tempo against your defense.
Positive plays. That's all you're looking for here in the option game. Not everything is going to be a 70-yard touchdown run, obviously, but if you can pick up positive yardage like that, and the quarterback makes good decisions, pitching it out when no one's accounting for the pitch, man, you'll take that all day long. They don't get the first down, but why would you stop running option after a play like that?
Grab near the sticks. It's Brown. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. The Tigers will have it first and 10. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. I'm sure you guys saw what a get in recruiting. Four-star defensive linemen gave them a verbal commitment just last week.
Yeah, you can't get enough of these guys, man. And they're excited because you got to play so many defensive linemen. This is the guy that's going to come in, be in the rotation early and often.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He was able to pick up a few, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be fourth down at the 41.
All right, the offense wanted a first down there, but they got the completion, and now it sets up a fourth down situation where it's manageable. I can accomplish it, and yes, I'm going for it.
On fourth down, going to the air. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fighting off the defender. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one. And the Hokies want to move quickly.
Well, we know this offense obviously really struggled there last time out. They knew coming into this one they would have to be better at running the football, and that just has not happened in this game. They're simply not physical enough offensively at this point.
It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. Finds the tight end. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Hokies will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Slithers into space. Turning it on. Quick step and go. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they do it.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
To the air, it's Underwood. Pulls it in, it's Brown. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Using his feet. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. On the option. Now the toss. Next going for the goal line. Touchdown, Tiger. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into the season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, one of the biggest games of the week is playing out right now. Let's check in on this top 25 battle. Arizona State is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Sun Devil Stadium, but despite the forks up right now, this one is tight. They're up by 7 over Oregon. We'll keep you posted on things in this game that's sure to shake things up in the Pac-12. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Makes the catch along the sidelines and steps out of bounds. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo. On the ground, it's Overton. Powers through the defender. Not a lot of daylight. He gets one to the 32. The Hokies are at the line looking to convert on third and short. To the air, it's Washington. Rushes on him. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of the look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's fourth and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
He'll field the punt and take it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Good pickup there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
We played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. There he goes. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. They'll ride the hot hand. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Man, those are so hard to defend. You know, the quarterback, obviously he's doing the run-pass option and creating some indecision in my head. And look at that. He hands it off, and the back gets a quick 10. Easy. You know, like just chews up yardage. Just really, really tough to stop those kind of plays.
Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost him a big play on first down. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. It's complete to the left. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
It's an offense that takes pride in being physical. They try to get it going on the ground, but no gain on that one.
Just nowhere to run. Not a lot of wiggle room for the ball carrier.
This defense
looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That drive covered 62 yards for the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He's forced out of bounds at his own 19-yard line. An excellent job of coverage on that one. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. And the Hokies come to the line in the hurry up. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Beneath the shadow of Howard's back, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. He's got the tight end. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That is going to give that wide receiver nightmares, man. He was wide open. I don't know if there was a coverage bust on the back end, but that is a play that this dude needs to make.
Leaves it with the back. Oh, he's got some space. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Back to pass, it's Washington. The sure hands, it's Adams. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Can't quite make the connection there. Might have led him a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Got a man. It's Overton. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. They'll try to run for it. To the 15. Got some room. Headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that point.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on that extra point without any adventure. They put together an 81-yard drive, and he capped it off with a 27-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want them. This defense doesn't know how to react to getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Unloads it left. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Let's take a second and talk about Clemson. Boy, did they have a big pickup in recruiting. Stud in the secondary. 5-star defensive back. Gives them a verbal. What a huge boost for this program, David.
This is enormous. Getting a guy in the back end, a 5-star guy like that, dude, it's plug and play, and those guys pan out at such a high level. Just, they have so much speed. The measurables there. This guy should be an impact player day one.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Wide open downfield. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. Got a man. It's Hardy. He goes out of bounds across the 25. Marked it at the 24. And this defense, its head is spinning. Here comes Clemson with another first down. Looking to throw again. Fakes to grab.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. Got the tight end outside. There was tight coverage, but a perfect throw and catch, and they've got it at the 9, first and goal. And the Tigers started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. Driving its way all the way down to the 3-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. A little wrinkle here as they go to the Wildcat and use the extra blocker. On the direct snap, it's Hardy. He's going for the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground, take the lead going into the half, take all the momentum. Nice execution in the drive by that offense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. I guess it could have been worse on that return. He goes out of bounds at the 15. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Stewart. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. With the catch, it's Green. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on Ipte if they can stop him on third down. Right down the middle. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but it'll be first down at the 42. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Dropping back, it's Washington. Fires to the big fella. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Makes the grab. It's Holloway. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the first down. Got to use their time wisely. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Pressure coming. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. He'll try to put one down the boulevard from 42 yards out. Absolutely perfect. That'll bring him to within 4. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley. And if you thought that was a quick first half, you'd be right on the money. 2 workhorse running backs who just kept pounding the rock behind offensive lines who look less like college kids and more like bulldozers. Call it ground and pound, call it pin and pummel. Both sides have been dominant, and I'm curious to see if either defense can make an adjustment. Time to see how things play out the rest of the way as we send it back to our guys in Death Valley.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Makes the catch. It's Brown. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Trying the left side. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air. It's Underwood. Snagged out of the air. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
That's a live ball. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great top 25 matchup. Arizona State is currently ahead in this one inside a jam-packed Sun Devil Stadium. But despite the forks up right now, this one is tight. They're up by 6 over Oregon. If anything changes in this pivotal Pac-12 matchup, guys, you know we're here to bring it to you.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Quickly to the tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Wants to throw. It's Washington. Snagged in the middle. It's Heat. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. The Hokies want to crank the tempo.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now. Get ready for another one.
And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires downfield. Catch in the middle, it's Green. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Well, it's a nice-looking throw right there, and I'll tell you what, for Hokie quarterbacks in the past, it's not all about just hurting you with their legs. Michael Vick could kill you throwing the football. Tyrod Taylor could do it. How about this name? Jim Drunkenmiller. You can just see him right now dotting an 18-yard dig route. That's a nice-looking throw. That gives me some Drunkenmiller vibes, Pollock.
Here's a hit. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. It's caught. On the move, it's a 30. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Back to throw, it's Washington. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. And if the kicker can put one through, this will be a successful drive. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That is no good. After the missed field goal, still down by 11.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
It's a veteran defense. They've seen option before. They were prepared to see it in this game, and you're seeing it on that play right there. Everybody doing a great job with assignment football, staying in their gaps, accounting for anyone who can have the football. They were ready for the pitch guy that time, and they're able to make a quick stop.
That's reeled in. It's Moore. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They have been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Caught over the middle. It's Moore. And they pick up just a few on that completion. We've reached the break. Clemson has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They just keep firing. Right on the money. He's got 1st down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Oh, they're after him. Blasted as he lets it go.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. That's caught. It's Moore. He gets it across the 40 and out of bounds at the 38.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
Defense just hasn't had an answer for this guy. He has been on point. This is about as good as I've seen him play at the quarterback position. And here in the 4th quarter with a big lead, he's still taking shots.
Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
Pulls and fires complete. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the 4th quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide, and get me another touchdown.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. A bit frustrating to miss that short field goal the last time they had it, but this time around, see if they can redeem themselves. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking downfield, it's Washington. The throw. With the catch, it's Holloway. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You can tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Going to swing it on second down. Pulls it in. It's Overton. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Hokies in the hurry-up. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. The Hokies are on the move. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Looking to throw, it's Washington. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
You know, as the head coach of this team, this is one positive you're going to take away from this game, is that your players don't quit, and they're still willing to fight. There's obviously a lot of things they've got to iron out offensively, and we've seen that today. But I do love the grit they're showing here late, still trying to make plays.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Hokies have it with a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Stewart. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Firing to the right, complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies. Lining up for the PAT. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but that's why they're called the hands team. Great job recovering that ball.
Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Use the play fake, now to throw. That's caught, it's Moore. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. He just keeps piling up numbers with completion after completion in this standout performance.
And I think some people might say late in the game, you got the win, everything's in hand, be a little bit conservative.
Breaks into the open, headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds, close to the goal line, and that shove saved the touchdown.
And we've already seen this QB have success throwing the football down the field. How about the variety to his game? Now you run the option, you make the right read, get it to your pitch man where he can get upfield, get some extra yards. He's in the zone right now.
Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Hardy. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And a lot of times late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the 4th quarter.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the return man reaches the end of the line. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. This is quickly turning into a celebration, Jesse, as they've taken control of this game.
And they should feel good about how they played. They knew they had to come in here, protect home turf. They've gone out, they've run it well, they've thrown it well, David. Really, so much this coaching staff can be happy about.
Yeah, and now it's about stat padding, right? Like you could just put up more numbers. We know this game's pretty good. Don't turn it over, don't make a mistake. But this game is well in hand.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
Touchdown, Clemson! And the punishment has been extended. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from that.
And you